Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Atypicals podcast, episode 12. And this, Kyle, is our New Year's episode.
That's right. Christmas is over.
Christmas is over. Did you get what you wanted?
Yes, I did, actually. I got a nice set of items.
You got a nice set of items?
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully I got a nice fat stack of cash.
For sure.
Because that's what I asked for.
So, once again,
yeah.
we're joking if you didn't get that already.
Yeah, this is a pre-recorded because, with the holidays coming up, we're going to be on break. But we did not want to give, our 6 listeners out there, we don't want to leave them without content. So
yeah, so for all you who are listening.
So we'll be back on track, recording concurrently with what's going on in the world on the 8th.
Yeah, we should have just pretended like we should have come up with a skit and pretended like, oh yeah, like that it's after like Christmas and stuff. That would have been funny.
It's too hard. That's too hard.
Is that too much work for you?
It is too much work, Kyle. I already do 80% of the show.
Well, I do a solid 20% then.
Like 15.
Bro.
The 5 is just unfinished stuff we should do but don't.
Hey, I came up with a good idea. Actually.
I know.
Speaking of our good idea.
What's up, buddy?
So why don't we send out the email and for you guys?
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna probably finish it off. We'll finish it off in concurrent episodes. But if at any point any of you have a question, you can shoot us a DM at Atypicals podcast, or shoot us an email at atypicalspodcast at gmail.com.
Right, if you want to like give us a question,
or
just say hey, or send something funny because we like jokes
for sure. And then I think what I'll do now is I think it's on the Instagram, but I'll put it on the link tree.
What?
The email.
Okay.
Because I think it is on there, but I'll have to double check.
Yeah, and we can make it a post too, right?
For sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
Right.
We'll do that.
We will do that, yeah.
Yeah.
But so send us something and we'll say it on the podcast.
This is something that I've been wanting to talk about.
Okay.
So, as you all know, we like girls, right, Kyle?
I think so.
What would you say your ideal type is?
Bro, I feel like, haven't we talked about this before?
I don't remember. Maybe.
My ideal type.
Yeah, of course, any girl with me, like if I meet any girl and we vibe, then there go. But like,
I mean, that's
like a specific, like not something you look for, but something that's like, oh, I like that.
Well, I told you something odd that I think I'll say it on the podcast. I thought that I find Apple Watches on girls attractive. I don't know why, or I don't know, just the style. I think they're cool.
Materialistic,
and
cool. Are we?
Yeah, especially like those pastel color ones, like the pink or like the light blue. You know what I'm talking about?
And if they have like a nice skin tone, it looks because like I like wearing pink because it looks good against like my darker skin.
Yeah, that's why I'm a fan of like lighter colors. I'd say sure. Like reds. Like I'm wearing a red sweater.
For sure.
Stuff like that.
But so girls wearing Apple Watches,
which is something like
but like, do you like tall girls? Do you like short girls?
Oh, okay. So for like their actual like physical traits, you're saying?
Yeah, like not something like discriminatory, just because I have a point to make with it.
Okay. Well, I'm not very tall of a guy, so I like shorter girls, and that kind of limits my range of girls, I'd say.
No, and then typically I like shorter girls too, but I was just thinking this, like I was at Target getting an essential purchase.
Target, huh?
Yeah. And I saw this like taller girl, but she just looked like gorgeous. Like she had a nice like her body looked really nice. She had a nice butt.
Yeah, because she was at Target. Like I've told you that before.
She looked cute, but I was like, man, she's tall, and I was like,
is she taller than you?
It seemed like it. And then
you gotta go. I was just
thinking it. I was just like, man, I like short girls, but like if I marry one and have kids with one, it's gonna be a short kid.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like that's the downside.
Well, that's the downside for me. Like
that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I gotta find a girl who's taller than me.
I was like, what if I fall in love with a really tall girl?
Well, if I fall in love with a tall girl, then game over. If I like her enough to marry her, then.
Yeah, I would say like I don't steer clear of tall girls.
Yeah, me neither. Like my first real girlfriend was 5'8" when I was 5'10". Thank God she didn't like wearing high heels.
Yeah, and I'm okay like with girls being the same height as me.
For sure.
But I don't know, just taller.
I don't like it when people
like,
make jokes
weird.
about it. Like my first girlfriend always like in the like when we'd get ready to like shower together, whatever. In my other bathroom, there's a step where you go up, and she'd always be like, "Oh, I wish you were this tall." And I'm like, dude, me too. Why you gotta rub it in my face? Fucking
Yeah.
shower alone.
For guys, height jokes is not the way to impress your man.
Because I feel like guys are not like girls would be like, oh, don't make fun of that, but guys would be like, yeah.
We wouldn't like say like, back like, hey, please don't make fun of this.
Don't make fun of me.
We'll just feel it and be like, whatever.
Yeah, because we're not because guys are not in tune with their feelings, Kyle.
I beg to differ. Well, yeah, but I get that.
I was just thinking that because there's this girl on TikTok, I forget her name, and she's not exactly a little person or suffers from dwarfism, but she's like borderline, and I think she looks really cute and really like attractive. Like she works out and she doesn't look like young. She looks she looks like a woman.
Is she 4 feet or
she's
under?
like 4 feet, like 10.
Well, that's not as uncommon as
right,
you think.
but then like you see pictures of her or videos of her like getting out of a car, and it's just like really whoa.
I mean, yeah,
I was just like, dude, like me, I'm 5'10", she's 4.
That's a bit
4'10".
of a gap.
That's a 1 foot difference. So fucking, if I have a
it's just like a 5 girl.
If I have a kid with her, the kid would be what, like 5'5", 5'4", 5'6", maybe.
I mean, I got
like my dad's like 5'11", and my mom's like 5'2", and I'm 5'10", so I think that was lucky. My brother's like 6 foot.
Yeah, how'd your brothers get so tall? It's like,
probably through the paternal traits.
Yeah, and I'm one of the tallest people in my family, and
right. Are you the tallest one?
I think.
Or is Randy the tallest one?
Randy's the tallest one. I come in second.
Right.
Randy's
like...
He's pretty tall. And what's crazy about...
He's like a good 6 foot.
You think so? I thought he was like 5'11". I always thought like
maybe
5'10", 5'11".
He doesn't like tower over me when we met. We're talking about DJ Rec, by the way.
Yeah, we're talking about DJ Rec.
Yeah. Shout out Rec if you're listening.
Does
he listen? Probably not.
Well, he sees all the stuff on Instagram for sure. Right. I wonder if he listened to his own episode, though. Probably. You think he listened to his own episode?
Well, probably from like a working standpoint.
Have we mentioned like how we got DJ Rec and the relation to me or anything?
Oh yeah, DJ Rec is dating.
Well, okay, here, let me try to explain it. So basically,
broad strokes.
DJ Rec was my mom's former boyfriend and now mostly just living partner in a sense, and basically that's it. For sure. No, I think they have a kid together. We did mention that last time. Yeah, and he's not
on the episode. I think so.
And he's not my dad. He's just my brother's dad, if that makes sense.
But like he's like in your family.
He's part of our family because he's there.
So. But like, who's the shortest one in your family? Is it RJ?
Well, as of right now, yeah. But he's
a kid.
He has a lot of growing to do. Which, by the way,
how tall is Matthew?
Well, I want to say something about RJ real quick. Go ahead. RJ is a very large kid for his age, like height-wise, not
right. Yeah.
And we think that RJ is going to end up being taller than both me and Matthew, because me and Matthew ended up being about the same height, right? We're like I'm probably like a quarter or half an inch taller than him, but because I'm 5'6" and he's 5'5", and then but RJ, I was probably like 4'10" or 4'9" when I was he's in 4th grade right now.
You weren't that short.
How tall do you think I was? As like the average 4th grader?
You were shorter, but I don't think you were that short.
Like, okay, how tall is the average 4th grader, do you think?
I don't know. Like 5'3", 5'4". What?
That's not that much shorter than me.
I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Well, because I don't know. Well, and it's all from the point of view, because I'm like, when you're a kid, like the tall girl was seen like 6 foot, but she was probably like 5'6". I
guess, but I'm pretty sure we were all like 4 something in 4th grade, like later 4s. I don't know. Well, anyway, because what you're saying disproves my point, because RJ's 5 foot and he's taller than all of the kids in his class.
Okay, well then, yeah, from the relative perspective.
From the relative perspective, he was the tallest one.
Right.
So, and it's weird because there's kids his age, and we're just like, wow, he's growing like way faster than we were growing at the time. So we think that either he's gonna stop altogether at one point, or he's gonna end up being taller.
I didn't stop growing. Well, I think the guys stopped growing at 21, right? And girls stopped growing at 18.
Really? Well,
height wise,
I thought it was 20. I thought it was like 18 for guys, but I guess
no, it's 18 for girls, 21 for. So like me, I like in high school, I grew like fucking like 2 inches.
Yeah, for me, I stopped growing. Like right when I got to high school, that was the end.
Yeah, and then like my feet also grew. I was like a 10 in freshman year, and then like by my freshman year of college, I was already a size 12.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a big gap. It's a big jump right there.
Yeah, and then I went from being like a 10 to an 11, and I was a size 11 right when I was like a what are they called? Fucking the people who like shoes. What are they called?
Hype beast?
No, not hype beast. Sneaker.
Oh,
sneakerhead.
Sneaker. I was gonna say that, yeah.
When I was a sneakerhead, and 11 is like the most common size.
Oh, for real?
So I was like, fuck, why do I gotta...
Is that really the most common size of a sneakerhead?
11. That's like the size that will sell out. And then like you go like a week after and it's like, oh, we have a size 9 and a size 14.
Huh.
It's like, yeah, no go, bro.
It's a no-go, bro.
It is a no-go, bro.
No-go. But anyway, I was going to ask you too, what... do you have planned for this after holiday season, since this is our New Year's episode?
Right. What do I have for the new year? Or what do you mean?
Oh, well, there's that too. New Year's resolutions. But let's start with what you're doing.
Oh, I'm going to be going up to Sacramento.
Okay.
To see Sal and Hannah, and we
do the usual stuff.
No, I think it's just going to be quiet, just more hanging out than, because we're not going to go anywhere.
I mean, there's nowhere to go still.
Yeah.
So
and it's not the best idea to go out right now.
Yeah, and even like, unless you guys just want to go out to like the park or something.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, we might do that, or like
stuff.
get a couple beers and like tailgate somewhere, but I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. You know what's interesting is New Year's throughout my years hasn't really been much of a holiday.
You guys even do anything?
Yeah, that's what I was
I feel like your parents are asleep or your grandparents are asleep by like 10.
Well, that's funny. That's the one day out of the year where they stay up.
Oh, they will. My dad won't, unless
your dad won't.
If we're at home, he will not stay up.
Oh yeah. Well, see, they can barely do it though. They're already like half falling asleep by the time it's like 11.
But what do you guys usually do?
Well, when I was younger, actually, I really don't know. That's a really good question. We get food, but we that's not a special thing because we do that like often.
Right.
Like get something to eat. And I'm pretty sure this year some years my mom and them will come over, some years they won't. But this year they are, I think. And then that's pretty much it. Are they even going to do the ball and drop thing? You know, where you watch the ball drop on TV?
I think they will. They just won't have like the parade or whatever because
people standing around.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be an empty,
it's just gonna be
Times Square.
That must be so depressing if you're working there. You don't hear the cheers and shit.
I know. So like,
well, because they did the Macy's Day Parade. It was like 1 or 2 block. Different. It was instead of like 20 blocks or whatever. It was 2 blocks.
It was 2 blocks.
Yeah.
They did that this year?
Yeah, and there was like no one in attendance.
Really? But so when funny enough, even though we've watched the ball drop on TV every year.
I've never seen it.
I've never actually looked at it. It always goes Happy New Year, and then we all just like, disband pretty much because I'm tired by that time. I'm just like, yeah. I'm gonna go
you don't
sleep
stay
now.
up that late, huh?
No, I'm not a late night owl. I'm a early riser.
See, that is where we differ.
Well, that's one of the places we differ. I feel like we differ in a lot of things.
We do, but no, I'm much more of a night owl.
Yeah, and most people our age are, but for some reason, just I like to wake up. Well, once I started like exercising,
right,
that's when I started getting up early.
See, when I get up, like it was like 9:45, and I was like, I got like another hour or something till Kyle gets here.
But I started knocking on your door, and you're not like.
I'm surprised you didn't ring the doorbell.
I didn't know. I never
or call me.
I didn't. Well, I texted you, but I don't know if you saw that or not.
No, I was gone, bro. I was up till 3 playing Skyrim.
Well, I have strategies. I would have called you if you didn't answer the phone in a certain amount of time. Or then I started. I don't know if you heard me rapidly knocking.
I heard you do like a.
Yeah.
And that woke me up, but I was like,
oh, that's good.
I thought I dreamt that.
Well, I knocked once before and you didn't answer, so you probably.
I heard like a and I was like, "Is that a fucking knock?" And I just went and checked. I didn't even look at my phone. I went and checked the window and just instinctively.
You probably thought that I knocked. Yeah, that first one was a dream, but then the second one.
And I was like, "The fuck? Did I just imagine that?" And then I looked at the time and I didn't see the text. I looked at my watch and I was like, "Jesus, bro."
Bro, I've had stuff like that where like I'm sleeping, and then things will actually happen around me. Like I've been woken up by people and then later in the day thought it was a dream. Like because people have woken me up and then I fall back asleep and then they're like, wait, was that a dream? Speaking of dreams, I have a dream to share.
Oh yeah, yeah. You were telling me this before we started recording. Yeah. Did you write it down?
I did, because I knew I was gonna forget the context of it. So basically, I gotta find it. So this was so we were at it all started out where I was dreaming and we were at my great grandma's house, right? So not my grandma that I live with, my great grandma, which is confusing too, I know.
Right.
But, and here's the whole concept of, or actually no, let me just go for it. So we went to her house and my great grandma's not alive anymore. So that's a way to start it out. She passed away a couple years ago and it's weird. I've never had a dream about like anything with her in those couple of years, so I thought it was kind of odd. Right. But anyway, me and you go to like her old house, and my great grandpa still lives there, but he wasn't there and she wasn't there, and so I was like, that's weird. And then we go in there, and we start look like it's the apocalypse. Like we have like we're just looking through stuff like
Walking Dead. Did you just watch an episode or something?
No, I didn't watch an episode of Walking Dead, but like we didn't have guns or anything. We just literally had backpacks, and we were like the last survivors of something. Right. But we just walk in there and start like scavenging through stuff. And then we set up literally a campfire in the middle of like the house. And it's dark and it's like all creepy in there and stuff. But then, and then we're just talking, chilling and stuff, right? And then I look over to like, there's a room, there's a hallway, and then there's a room. And so I went like that and I peered over and the house was completely clean. But when I looked over...
When you say clean or like cleaned out?
No, the house is like clean. Like there's nothing out of place or anything.
Oh, okay.
It was like a nice clean house.
So you look...
And I look over into like my great-grandma's bedroom. And all the stuff, all the clothes out of the closet and stuff were pulled out. And I'm just like, isn't that creepy?
Yes.
And so I'm like, what the heck?
But no one's in... Okay, so we're in the house.
We're in the house, chilling in like the hallway area.
But we were looking for stuff?
And then there's a hall like down the way. Oh, you're asking?
We were like looting?
Apparently. We were just like, we built a fire inside the house. Okay. And then I look over and I'm like, bro, all the stuff is out of that closet. That was not like that when we got here, right? And you were like, oh shit, yeah. And then the piano starts playing. And it wasn't like a creepy, it's not like a generic like creepy tune. It was like a happy tune, which I thought made it even creepier. And then you were just like, yeah, we got to get out of here. And the funny thing is we grab our stuff, we run out of the house, and then go to your truck. And then you get in, and then I lock the door behind us. And then you start driving away for some reason. And then I run and hop in the bed of your truck. And then literally that was the end of the dream. I don't know why I had like a horror dream.
So even in your dream, I like prank you.
Pretty much, yeah, dude. Because I was like scared. I woke up kind of scared.
Did we see anything in the house?
No, literally, we only
we just heard shit.
We saw clothes move and piano start playing, and that was enough to send. That in real life, that'd be enough to send me too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like seeing that.
Jesus, that's freaky.
It really was, especially since like she's not like here anymore.
Right.
So I don't know what dreams possibly mean.
What do you think triggered it?
Like I said, what could have triggered it is I've had some like, some like things with my grandma, like I told you like recently, right? So maybe that could have triggered it because I remember talking about, I remember talking about with my grandpa, like my grandma, and my great grandma, like at one time. And so that was earlier this week. So something like that could have triggered it. And then I did go visit the house because we visit my great grandpa. He's very elderly now. And we have to go visit him because he can't really go anywhere, especially like these days. So we go like spend a Thursday afternoon with him or something. So I was looking around the house like last week too. And I was just like, It's a very mysterious house now. Like it's very
Right.
ominous, I say, ever since that happened.
But what was it? So that's your grandma's dad?
Yeah, that's my grandma's mom and dad, just
Yeah,
dad now.
yeah.
But it was my mom and my grandma's mom and
For
dad.
sure.
But
That's how old is he?
he is going to be turning 95 in January.
Ooh.
So he's getting up there. I hope he lives to 100. Like, I don't know if he wants that or not.
Dude, I know I would.
I want to live to 100.
I don't.
Wait,
What the fuck
why?
are you going to do when you're 100?
Nothing. But I will have said, 100 years.
Who cares?
Well,
I
actually,
don't mean to be grim, but like in my perspective, I'm like, I'd want to go out at like, because as a kid, it's like, 100 years. That sounds good. But then by like age 80, I feel like you can't even do a lot.
that's true. And that really depends, though, I guess,
And then on your health.
on how
and all
much
this
you take
stuff,
care of yourself. Yeah.
But I mean, like, I would rather like.
There's
live
some
a life-
really spry 80-year-olds out there.
For sure.
You know? Like, I've seen, like, famous, like, actors who are, like, 80 and still, like, going strong.
I mean, fucking look at like going back down to the 70s. Like, look at like Al Pacino. Like, he's in his 70s, or like fucking. Don't mean to get political, but like Joe Biden is in his 70s.
He seems like he's doing pretty good.
And like Donald Trump, for
They're
his age,
old guys. Yeah,
they're older guys, and they're not even older. They're old guys.
They're old guys. Yeah.
And they like run up on the stage and have this energy. So it's like.
It's like, you can be old and still be good. It's like, but it's really everyone's different, so you never know. Maybe I will change my mind if I'm like really bad.
You're gonna be that
in bad shape.
You're gonna be that old dude running in short shorts that everyone thinks is like a weirdo.
Well, for me, the thing is the shorts reign that I have will probably like end when like I start to wrinkle, because no one wants to see like old wrinkly legs.
And then you'll just look, you'll be the sweatpants guy then.
Plus, I won't be like, if you're not fast, you can't pull off the short shorts like as well.
Yeah, can you imagine me in short shorts, Kyle?
No, I can't.
I'm more of a distance runner.
It's like a status.
Does it even
thing.
actually do anything? I know you talked about it in the You Wear Short Shorts episode, but what does it actually do?
So I like
other
it.
than make girls look cute.
Well, it makes guys look cute.
Yeah, no. You trying to tell me something here, Kyle?
Yes.
No, but what does it actually do?
So in reality, I never wore the short shorts until after my high school running career, and
Were
I
you
kind
too
of
embarrassed.
Yeah, actually, because
I would be if I was a cross country runner.
Well, and the thing is, I'm trying like what you gotta, because most of the like really good teams, all the guys will do it, like make a pact to do it together, and then they just kind of like you kind of fall for it. But our team, like we never like all agreed as a pact that was like the thing to do.
Right.
But in college, when I started running, all my college friends, like.
Because it's college, like no one gives a shit.
They did it, yeah. And then so I'm like, okay, fine, maybe I'll give it a try. Because I was like an anti-shorter. I was like, no, I'm never going to do that. And then I gave them a try. And my legs, like when you start packing on the miles, like, and you're out there just running for a very long time, like it's very nice to have that like less material, I guess you could say.
Right.
It's a very like freeing feeling, basically.
And because like when I did swim, like I wear the Speedo.
Right, you don't want like a lot of like material, right, when you're swimming.
Because then it gives you drag and all this other stuff.
Yeah, same thing with like the wind and the shorts. Like it's not super noticeable, but you can tell a difference.
For sure.
Plus you can feel like the breeze on your legs. And it's also practical too because of the range of motion too. Oh. So your stride can get longer way easier than with the material, like kind of restricting your legs a bit. So that's my personal take on it. And I don't think I got that in depth.
No, you didn't get that in depth. But I was just wondering right now because, I mean, it became. I mean, I named the episode after it.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we should take the segment, throw it in that one because that's the title.
Sure. But yeah, going back to the New Year's though, do you have any resolutions?
Oh yes, New Year's resolutions. Well, there's the very generic resolutions like.
I want to find love.
I want to find love. Yeah, New Year is time for new love.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
You're looking for a new man in your life, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm running out of men in my life. But basically, I think because I'm not one of the ones to do like the New Year, new gym. Like, you know how everyone goes to the gym when it's the New Year? And
yeah, go like.
Because I already go to the gym. Like, usually.
Sorry. But No, yeah, going to the gym or the gym gets packed in like from January to March.
Is that really how long it lasts? Like the packed gyms?
Yeah, because then people give up.
Well, I thought they gave up a lot sooner. I feel like, because I remember going like right after New Year's one time.
And it was just packed.
It was jam packed, and then literally the next day,
jam packed with people wearing like. So, are you one of those runners who's like, Nike shoes are terrible? You have to wear Skechers.
Skechers, bro. No, Skechers are terrible too. But
Are you one of those people?
So I'm not a Nike hater. Like, if you want to run a Nike, by all means.
I feel like a lot of runners like hate the big brand.
And most runners I do, like, they don't like Nike or Adidas, like, shoe-wise. Because, and I don't think it's because they're all necessarily bad. Like, some people will try to run in Nike shoes that are not built for it at all. Like, instability. But there are some, like, Nike does make a decent running shoe, I would say, but you have to find the right one. They're not the most stylish.
So, like, you can't just go and get a running shoe.
No, like, people will go for the more stylish ones, but really, like, they're less stable, I think. And that's why most runners tend to go for
Brooks,
Asics.
I was just looking
New
for
Balance.
you
looked for it?
I was looking for the brand. I was like, yeah, they always wear this stupid looking brand.
Yeah, Brooks. I mean, they're not the most stylish, but I like New Balance. Look at the New Balance 880s. Those are my classic shoes.
You wear New Balance? What are you, a frat boy?
I thought you were gonna say, what are you, like an old man?
880s?
880s, yeah, the New Balance 880s.
So how are the numbers? How does that work?
Yeah, so that's always, as a runner, that's always confused me too, is how the numbers work.
See, these don't look as old manish. I feel like
no, yeah, New Balance has some cool shoes, and they're really good. New Balance has a really good shoe for the type of running like I do.
When you say New Balance, I picture like
the white ones.
Yeah,
yeah,
like these ones.
Yeah, and funny, my grandpa has
like
those
the 407s.
Yeah, no, like those are
the
like,
only reason I know that is, have you ever seen that movie Crazy Stupid Love with Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell?
I haven't, but that sounds good.
There's a scene, I don't even know what the movie's about, but I've seen the scene where it's Ryan Gosling and he makes fun of Steve Carell's shoes, and he's like, what are those? And he's like, these are my 407s. And he shows it to him, and he throws. They're like on the top story of a mall, and he throws them down. He's like, "Are you in a fraternity?" Right. And he keeps repeating. He's like, "Oh, well, you could have hit somebody." He's like, "Are you in a fraternity?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Are you Steve Jobs?" He's like, "No." It's like, "Oh, then you have no business wearing New Balance sneakers."
Oh yeah, because Steve Jobs rocks the New Balance too, or he did. He rocked. My bad.
Yeah, he rocked the New Balance and the black turtleneck.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing, because I saw a meme where his style never changed, like after all the years. Like he always rocked the.
He always rocked that. Yeah, he just didn't care. That's one thing about him. He just it seemed like he was just like. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people like to shit on him. It's because he's like, oh, he didn't really do anything technical. But it's like that. His job wasn't the technical. It was like the whole making a life out of the product.
Right. Yeah, and he was very good at it.
Yeah,
I'd say
he was. Yeah, very like showmanistic.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a word.
But yeah, he would be the guy that showed it off.
He was
very
the
well.
guy to show it off very well.
Right. I did want to go back to real quick to New Year's resolutions.
Oh right, yeah.
Because I don't think I ever actually said I had. I think
no, you were making fun of the new gym.
Yeah, I was making fun of the classic gym resolution. Because
me, I just want to say I want to lose weight.
Okay, yeah. Because for me, I'm gonna skip over like exercise and athletics, because that's like part of my like usual thing. But I would say realistically, I want to find a way to make new friends, because there has not been very good opportunities to do that. And it's probably not the practical time, but hopefully next year.
Do you think we will see an aspect of normal life in 2021?
What a great question that is. I'm playing the optimistic side. I feel like there's a lot of people who are playing the not optimistic side, and I tend to do that too, because sometimes I'm just like, yeah, this is going to go on for like ever. This is just our lives now and stuff. But really, I'm trying to stay positive and think that we're gonna get some like.
I remember that quote from The Walking Dead. Bob goes, he's like, "Oh, this is a nightmare, Rick, and nightmares end."
Oh yeah,
And I was like, and it's
that's a
scary,
good quote.
and it's a good quote, but it's scary how like real that is now in the world we live in.
Actually, yeah, no, because it was just a cool quote from the show. But I was thinking about stuff like that, like all bad things come to an end.
For sure.
I was thinking about that like basic quote too, and I was like, well, hopefully this is like, because some days I'd wake up like still and be like, this can't be real. You know? Like, how is this real?
There's a virus in the simulation.
Yeah. And so I'm just thinking like, I mean, I have high hopes too that I can start like working, by next summer.
For sure.
Like doing my job and hopefully, and funny, CSUB is planning on going back to in-person school.
I've been seeing that a lot of campuses are going back towards.
For the fall, not this spring, but for next fall.
Next fall, which is I think that's a optimistic what's the word I'm thinking of? Target? Yeah, that's an optimistic target.
Yeah, because and I believe them. Like, that's what gives me to believe that this is actually going to like go down the way is because CSUB hasn't been wrong, or funny, the CSU system hasn't been wrong in predicting what's the future is going to be like.
And they were the first ones to say we're going all online.
Yeah, they were the first ones to say
before the UCs, before the college.
And then they did it again. They did it a second time, and
they announced it during fall or during.
I thought I was kind of mad because I was like, man, how can you tell like this early? And then look where we are now. Like, and for next semester, they canceled spring semester, like right when we started this fall semester.
They canceled it, or they canceled in person?
They canceled in person.
Excuse me.
So they canceled in person, like right when the fall semester started. And I'm like, that's so early to make a decision like that. And I'm just like, looking at it now, I'm like, well, maybe they're right.
Yeah, I think they're just, more than nothing, they're just playing it safe. Because, you could argue that they do care about the students. But then if you look at, like, the business aspect of it, I feel like it's just playing it safe,
Right, yeah. And if they say that they're very optimistic about going back next semester, or not next semester, sorry, the semester after.
Next year,
then I believe them. Honestly, I believe, because they have been right so far every time. So, and now that there's like the vaccines and everything, hopefully the future will be brighter. And hopefully, my New Year's resolution, like I wanted to do a cheers to a better year type of thing with my family,
Yeah, hopefully it will be a better year, because remember it was like, 2020 will be my year.
Right.
And then it was like we almost went to war with fucking Iran.
Should we just reflect, since this is our New Year's episode, should we just reflect on everything that's happened this year?
That whole Iran crisis, remember that was it Iran?
No.
What was it?
Wait.
Or Iran?
It was, I don't think it was a Middle Eastern country, was it?
It was a Middle Eastern country where they killed the leader in a drone strike.
I thought that was like Russia or something.
No, dude.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
No, I think it was Iran. But yeah, and then like Kobe died.
Yeah, and that happened a month.
That was this year, dude. It feels so long ago.
Isn't that crazy to think? Because it's hard to believe that the start of this year was, I was still at my other school. I was still like, and
we weren't hanging out.
We weren't hanging out because I was in school.
You were still.
We didn't have this.
You were still in a relationship. The podcast wasn't there,
dude. A lot's changed for me this year. Like, which I couldn't have ever imagined. Yeah.
So when this
year started.
Yeah, I mean, in this year I had. So the way I was, and then I had just gotten out of a relationship, and I was just like, 2020, I'm gonna crush it. And fuck it. Which, I mean, I had twice as many girlfriends, because I had an actual girlfriend before.
Whoa, twice as many girlfriends you had, huh?
Well, actual girlfriends, like I go on dates and stuff like that, but actual girlfriends. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, like, it's funny how COVID caused me to lower my standards.
Yeah. Wait, how did it cause you to lower your standards?
I don't want to go into.
Okay,
I'll tell you after we.
That's okay. Yeah, we don't have to mention that.
But no, I mean, that's a good resolution of finding a new way to make friends.
Cheers to a better year.
Cheers to a better year. I wish I had my coffee.
Yeah, don't take that from me, because that's gonna be one of my Instagram quotes.
But it's a podcast quote now.
It's a pod.
How many people are gonna say cheers to a new year, Kyle?
Cheers to a better year. That's Because every year's a new year, bro, but a better year. Like, that's where it's different.
Whatever. A bunch of people are going to say that on Instagram and on TikTok and all this other shit.
Fine. Well, I pioneered it then.
Oh, yeah.
This year.
One else. You're the Steve Jobs of cheers to a better year.
Yes, basically. But so.
But that's a good one. The whole.
Making new friends.
Yeah. What else you got?
What other things could I resolute to? I have
talk to girls better.
Yeah, I want to. Maybe that's a good.
I would say you communicate pretty well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But all my resolutions are social. Like none of mine. Like I'm trying to think.
Personal.
Or personal. Because
what's another social one you're thinking?
Well, friends. Women.
See, I was gonna say that, but I was like, I make that joke too often. I was like, what are you gonna for Chris? Kyle, a girlfriend?
I know Kyle doesn't have a girlfriend. So funny.
Kyle's single and alone.
Yeah, but
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, that was. I was just going a little crazy there.
Because I hit on
a nail on a head. Yeah, but. Well, I was just gonna mention more about what I was doing at the beginning of this year.
Oh yeah. Sorry. We keep going off on a tangent.
I mean, I feel like we're doing two topics together.
We're doing a million right now. Well, there's no structure to the show anymore.
Well, at least they're all in the same.
We're just talking.
General area.
We're only about halfway, so we got.
Really?
Yeah, we're at 36. So.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking oh, by the way, can you see the time the whole time we're doing this?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I have the computer with the audio stuff facing me.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to see the time, but
maybe I glance at it every now and then.
Okay. But anyway, for me, yeah, I was I remember when Kobe died and all my roommates started talking about it and we're just like, wow.
I thought you were going to say they started crying.
Well, I don't know if
my roommates started crying.
No, my roommates were just like, bro, and I was just sitting on my dorm bed and I'm just like, man, that's crazy. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Little did we know. And then, when COVID started, we were getting little emails to our school about it, COVID-19 update, stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, whatever, no big deal.
Yeah, it's in China.
It's China, and then first COVID case in America, and I was like, still, whatever, they're gonna catch it or something. Yeah. And then it's we started getting these alerts and announcements, and this literally felt like something out of.
And then it was we have no cases in the county.
No cases, yeah. And for us, it was Ventura County. So
and then here it's there was a case, and then it was there was a case in Fresno County.
Yeah, and
it was very witch hunty. I remember
it was very, very odd, to see those rise and stuff like that.
I remember sitting in a bar and looking up at BJ's, and all the screens were just these news COVID, coronavirus, the Wuhan, all this other shit, and it was just dude, what the fuck?
Oh, remember our list of words we're tired of hearing?
Basically, all those lists were just sprawled up on these fucking screens, and I was just like, Jesus, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I remember what was nice though is me and my friends from school. I haven't seen them actually in person since. Well, I saw a couple of them over the summer. We hung out, but our big group, we had a big group of friends, and I haven't seen them since this all started back in March.
Right.
Because everything's online now, and so. I remember we got to have one last breakfast in March, right before we all
before the shit hit the fan.
Yeah, right before that.
Yeah, right before the shit hit the fan, I was at a party in Davis.
Really?
A big rager.
Really, bro?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But we got to have our breakfast and just kind of hang out and talk, and we're like, all right, guys, see you after the 3-week break. And that never happened.
Yeah.
And then summer.
Oh no, yeah, I was supposed to go to Cancun in May.
Because, I was under the impression that this was all going to end...
In 2 months.
In 2 months, yeah. The summer, it was going to come and kill it. That's what they said. The summer's going to kill it.
And here we are
in December. But no, 2021 is a very hopeful year, I think.
Yeah, hopefully. Because it's been a rough one.
It's been a rough one. Yeah. And then, and then I finally got my job,
For sure.
But...
And then... No, but yeah, 2020, I mean... You what's the right word? You became single.
You really want to talk about it, huh?
No.
I'll talk about it.
No. I'm just because I know it's kind of, but like you became single, you moved back home.
Yeah, no, crazy stuff happened. Yeah, I became I'm single now. I moved home, and I got a job here because I was always, funny enough, I was always planning on coming back to do my cross country job. But I was not expecting it to go down like this.
No, and then me, I started dating someone that I met at Jack in the Box. Right. That was going over pretty well. That did not end well. Well, because like me and this girl, we had dated. We didn't really do anything, and then we met up again afterward, and we kind of like communicated like what we wanted and all this stuff, and then and then and then I've told you this story. I'm not gonna say it on here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, basically it all ended because we were watching Star Wars, and then that led to a huge argument.
Star Wars. Yeah, I remember the story.
And then that ended, and then I just kept talking to this girl I met in like years and years before. That was going, and this is all during COVID. This was like May to like fucking June or whatever. Mm-hmm. And during the summer.
The summer, yeah.
Because I wasn't doing school.
I remember, yeah.
And it was just.
When did we start meeting back up again? I forgot this year.
When did you move back?
March. I think it was March. I think so.
I think it was.
It was around then.
But we wouldn't hang out weekly like we do now.
No, yeah, we've been hanging out a lot more since this semester.
Because we do like the podcasts and all this stuff.
Yeah. But I remember, yeah.
Yeah, because before you'd always dodge me.
I never dodged you.
Yeah, you did.
When would I ever dodge
you? You'd be like, oh, let's hang out for like 3 hours, and then I have to go do something.
Yeah, bro, 3 hours.
I have to go run with a girl.
Oh yeah, I did do stuff like that.
Yeah, you did. And then you were like, hey, I'm completely free now. And then I was like, oh yeah? Yeah, how the tables have turned.
Yeah,
how the turntables.
How the turntables. But sorry, real quick, I'm just looking at our nice little gift decorations.
Oh yeah, which we already will have uploaded for Christmas.
Right, that was our Christmas episode, and we got the Minecraft table built. And we should put pictures of these. No,
I have the pictures. I'm just waiting till Christmas to.
Oh, to throw them on the
and
Instagram.
Then shout out to whoever won the giveaway for the 30 days HBO Max.
Oh yeah, how do we know who won that?
Well, we don't, but congratulations to whoever did, because we're in the future, Kyle.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're time travelers.
We are time travelers.
I know. Speaking of time travel.
I would definitely say you're the Morty in this, or the Marty.
Morty,
Marty from
Marty
Back from the Future.
Back to the Future. Dude, I almost said Fast and Furious.
I never. I'm so dumb. I never, because I was obviously like, oh, Rick is definitely based on the doc.
But, I mean, I think that's an actual truth.
No, that is, but I never realized Morty and Marty.
I didn't either till you said
until right now.
Yeah, because remember how I was confused right there. I was like,
but Marty is in like, oh, geez, Rick. He's not really like timid.
Yeah, and
like Morty
is. What was the doctor's name in Back to the Future?
Doctor, not Robotnik. That's from Sonic.
Sorry, people.
Doctor Octopus. No, that's Doctor Strange. Brown. Doc Brown.
Oh, that was his name?
Yeah, Emmett Brown.
Oh, okay.
I have the only reason I know that is because I have a Funko Pop of him in the box that I got from Loot Crate back when I used to subscribe.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. You used to subscribe to Loot Crate?
Mm-hmm.
What did you get out of those? Did you get anything cool?
T-shirts, figures.
Dang.
There's a T-shirt in every one, so I mean, little figures, patches, pins.
Is Loot Crate like a gamer thing, or is it just
they have a bunch of them. They have the regular Loot Crate, and they have a Loot Gaming one, which I was subscribed to.
Okay.
They have a Loot Anime. They have Loot Crate Pets.
Loot Crate Pets. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's pretty cool. I don't know how much it is now. I'm sure it's more expensive, and it has less products.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? I shouldn't say that in case I want to loot crate. In case we want to loot crate sponsor in the future.
Loot crate. We would gladly take
No, but I will
sponsors.
say, and I'm not sucking up here. Shout out to Loot Crate.
He's sucking.
But no, take that back. But no, I mean it was always cool quality products and stuff like that. Like I don't think they do Funko Pops anymore, but the first one I did, they had the Funko Pop of the Doc Brown, and I'm a sucker for Funko Pops, and I like especially exclusive Funko Pops, like the Hulkbuster one I have up here, right here.
Oh, over here.
That's a GameStop exclusive.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have to go to GameStop to get it?
Yes. That's what GameStop exclusive means, Kyle. Well, I guess I could order it online.
I mean, yeah, I was actually asking if
No. I went and got it. I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I was just like, I'm getting this, and I don't care.
Yeah, for sure.
And which I'm glad or I think she might have gotten it for me. I don't know. Dude, let me ask you, and then we'll go back to New Year's right now, but nah, you know what? Never mind.
No, go ahead. What is
it? Is it weird if my girlfriend was like, "Oh, you never bought me anything when we were dating"?
You know, I would say that's not weird because
which I did.
In my opinion, it's not about the money. And I know that's generic,
but why did she bring it up? That's what I still don't know.
Why? Wait, when did she bring it up?
After we'd broken up.
Oh, well, I have no idea. That's... I mean...
It's something that boggles me, but if I ask her, it'll lead to an argument. And the whole reason I'm not dating her is because I don't want to argue with her.
You know, it's probably just an unresolved, like, past pain.
For sure.
And that's probably why
dude,
she wants to still,
definitely
like,
what I want in New Year's is not even like a girlfriend, but if I do, you know, great. I just want more people in my life that aren't like fake or won't ghost, or we're like, in this year I've met and like we're ghosted by 2 people.
Yeah, I mean, you know how many people I've been ghosted by?
No, but these are like friends I made like in school.
Oh, these are actual friends.
And it was just like, and I hate the way
I've never been ghosted by like an actual friend.
Yeah, and it sucked. Like I don't mean to dampen the the mood, but it was just like, dude, if you don't want to be friends anymore, just I feel like people.
I would rather
nowadays,
say something.
Me too. Like people nowadays just don't care, and it's like sad.
Well, that's why I hate the digital age. Is I guess this is what you could call it.
Yeah.
Because it seems like people don't have to actually talk to each other.
Right.
Like where if you wanted to not talk to someone anymore, you physically can't.
It just sucks with some people because it's giving people who are like don't communicate the best or might have like a bad.
It's not helping them communicate better.
It's not helping them communicate better. It just helps them in, like me, when I broke up with this last girl, she literally forced me to do it over text because she wouldn't see me in person.
Why is that?
Because she didn't want me to break up with her.
Oh, she knew.
I think she knew. She saw it coming and was just like, oh, if I don't see him, he can't break up with me.
Speaking of breakups, can you usually see it coming before it happens? Is that like a thing?
Yeah.
Even if you're not the one, like, have you always been the one to break up with the girl?
My first girlfriend. Yeah. My first like high school girlfriend, I guess I was kind of dumped, and then my first real relationship, we were both kind of like, what are we doing? But she kind of initiated the breakup process. And then the second one,
first one.
Yeah, the first serious one. And then the second one, we both unknowingly broke up with each other. Because I sent her a breakup text, she sent me a breakup text, but she had blocked me, so she never saw it. And because she blocked me, I couldn't see her text.
Really? Dang.
But and then this last girl, it was a girl who she, very, very attractive girl, really crazy. That seems like that's how it always goes, isn't it?
Really attractive, really crazy, but really attractive.
But no, it was just it seemed, how should I say this? Like we would, and I don't know if I mentioned on the podcast, sorry if I did to any listeners, but it was just like when we were arguing, not talking, and then I went to Davis, posted a picture of my friend Natalie, like in 3 like water tubes, or you know what I'm talking about, the big circle things you
Oh yeah.
Like the rafting, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And it was just like pumped for the weekend, and it was just like a fun, cute picture. Like I would have understood if I had my arm around her, or if we were hugging, or if she was kissing me on the cheek or whatever.
Right.
But it was just like a fun weekend picture. And she was just, and then Lexia, that was her name. I don't give a shit. Oh. Fuck you if you're listening.
Dang.
But she was just like, who is that? And then called me like 3 times. And I was just like, dude, you have not answered any of my calls. Like,
wow.
But I feel like she was one of those people. I feel like she was not used to being dumped.
Yeah. Because
she had always had male attention and all this stuff. And I feel like the fact that I was rejecting her, she could not put up with it.
She can find a way to handle that?
Like she had never been...
broken up with?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Huh.
Obviously, I don't know, but from all the signs and the communication and the texts. But yeah, so basically with the new year, what I want is to find people that communicate really well.
Right.
And are open.
Unfortunately, the best place to find those people are not the internet.
Not the internet.
It's ways
school, work,
or where you find the real people at. Actually, fortunately, or on your local Call of Duty server. Because
do they make local servers? That's what I've always wondered.
I wish, bro. That's a great idea.
I'm sure there's like a Bakersfield Gamers thing, a group on like PlayStation or whatever on Xbox.
Really? Well, Discord has a lot of servers.
That's true. Yeah,
there's Discord. But no, what brought that up was because I told you I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare this last couple weeks because I can now thanks to your PlayStation.
Yeah, it's KD, bro.
It's
negative,
true. Dude. Since I haven't played Call of Duty in 9 months.
Did it go down?
Yeah, it's a 0.94, dude.
I think this is the first time in history where I have a higher KD than you.
Really? Yeah, because I'm like the Call of Duty guy, so.
I have like a 1.12.
On Modern Warfare?
Yeah, and it's that was the first game where my KD was more than like 0.5.
Dude, because I've just been, like you lose. What I've learned is that if you're not playing like regularly, or at least semi-regularly, then you start to like, or me at least, you start to get like worse. Like, because my coordination and my reaction time is just so slow. And if you have slow reaction time in this game.
And then, because me, like, it runs at 4K 60 FPS. And my TV does 4K 60 FPS.
Right.
So everything moves faster.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, and there's like a lower latency. So it's like you have like a semi-edge.
Dang. Well, yeah, that's cool. And the fact that I lag so much doesn't help. But, I've been playing a lot of Search and Destroy. Sorry, I said that weird.
Sure.
Search and Destroy 12v12. That's a fun game mode. I recommend that. If you like Search and Destroy.
How about 10v10 on... not terminal.
Shoot, I wish they had terminal.
What's the really, really small map called?
Shipment.
20.
I think they did it.
They had that on mobile, I think.
Really?
On Call of Duty Mobile. Hannah, my brother's girlfriend, she loves Call of Duty Mobile.
Oh, for real?
Her KD on there is probably like 5.
Bro, I can't.
I heard she's really good.
Like do that with like.
I don't know. I think she has small hands. I don't know.
For me, yeah, like I cannot.
I remember playing like PUBG on mobile.
It's just like the controls are weird.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing with the controller.
But I think it's because we're so used to
controllers.
Maybe she wasn't.
I mean, because I just started recently picking up some PC games, and I'm not a mouse and keyboard guy
I tried one
either.
time playing PUBG on the keyboard, and I was just like, this sucks.
It's hard, yeah. Like getting used to the keyboard and mouse controls is just not easy for me as console gamers.
As console gamers, yeah.
We relate to this.
We're not part of the PC master race.
Nope, sorry. I have a very old PC. So. But it works. It runs some games. Not the new ones, but the old ones.
I mean, without a PC, we couldn't even do the podcast. That's what we record on.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Can't record on an Xbox.
Well, you could try.
Dude, but yeah, so that's one of mine. What are another one of your resolutions?
I guess another one of my resolutions is probably just to try to be happier, honestly. And that's generic too, I know.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, yeah.
But I definitely feel like where you're coming, like more happy or more like optimistic?
More optimistic. And like I said, that was part of it actually.
I would definitely agree with you because this year I really let like
things get to
me.
No, for sure, same. Because like all the bad stuff that has been unfortunately like
for sure,
happening,
and then like our normal outlets are just gone. Like
everything we could go to, to like do stuff.
It's like, oh, screw this, I'm gonna go to a movie. Oh,
I know.
Screw this, I'm gonna go get lunch.
Yeah, but
screw this, I'm gonna drive to LA
and see, like,
my friend.
I'm not. Yeah, I haven't like started my. We haven't even started the new year yet, but I'm already working on it. Like I said, with being more optimistic about 2021. So for all you, I guess, final thing to say about that is for all you guys out there, stay positive.
For all you guys and gals out there.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. It was one gender bias, but for all you guys and girls out there.
And everyone else.
Okay, I'm trying to make a point here. Be positive.
Yeah, and it's hard to.
It's hard. Like we are having trouble too being positive people, but just find the good in everything you do and try to enjoy it. Because
there is good,
and there's always something to do.
Yeah.
So just gotta find it.
Yeah, playing Xbox.
Video games has been an amazing outlet for me in these
for sure, dude. I have so many games. Like I know the glitches in Cyberpunk, but like the Resident Evil 2 remake that was on sale for $20. Mm-hmm. Oh, and dude, you should check the PlayStation Store. The Black Ops is on sale, the new one.
Really? Well, I guess this might be the time.
The PS4 version, the Xbox One version, they had it at $45.
Dude, honestly,
instead of 60.
I might go buy Black Ops Cold War for the PS5, but not have a PS5, but just so I can get it on sale, So I might buy the game.
The Xbox Series version was on sale for $55.
Because I'm not getting like I said,
$15 off.
Unfortunately, I'm not getting a PS5 for another couple months.
Neither are a lot of people, Kyle.
Yeah, so I'm one of the people who aren't.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough. Dude, I'm so lucky I was able. But dude, here's the thing. I know fortunate enough to get the Series X, which is awesome, dude. The load times, like I know you're not a big single player RPG guy,
right?
But basically, have you ever played a single player game?
Last of Us
or like Fallout?
Yeah.
Basically, so would you say the load times were bad when you were like fast traveling between places or like going into like a location? Like, how long do you think the load time was?
Yeah, another one wouldn't Grand Theft Auto 5 be a good example? The campaign?
Yeah, but I feel like that one, but I'm talking about like load times when like you're going into a building.
Those kind of games.
Yeah. Like what was the load time like in Fallout, or like when you would go like
it was
fast travel?
It was kind of slow, but it was like decently fast.
But like 4 seconds, 5 seconds?
Like 4 probably. Why?
So like on the Series X, it's like
a
second or like half a second.
That's good.
Like it doesn't even like when it would pop up with like an image of like a gun and give you some info on the bottom.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even give me enough time to read that anymore.
Oh, really?
On the Series X.
Well, that's how you know it's a good load time then.
That's what the main thing was for me getting it, because my brother and a bunch of other people were like, what's the point of getting it right now? Like it's dumb. And I was like, dude, the load times, like fucking, I hate games. Someone calculated it was like how much can the Series X save you time or the next gen save you, and someone calculated up it can save you like 50 hours every year in just load times, or 50 hours of just waiting, so it gives you 50 more hours of pure game time. Or something crazy like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that is crazy. And something I never even like cared about or thought of.
But no, definitely be more optimistic in a resolution. I do want to lose weight. I do want to eat healthier. And then, with some recent medical stuff, I got to be healthier. And all this other stuff. And then just, I don't know, dude. Just kind of...
maybe stop thinking so hard about things. That'd be another one for
That is another one. Overthinking,
because I have anxiety. I don't know.
Same here.
Yeah, and it's because I can't
like
stop
clinical
thinking.
Anxiety or like...
well, I've never actually gone to a specialist for it.
Yeah, like my doctor says...
I can feel it. Like, I know it's there. Like,
yeah, my doctor is like, yeah, you get anxiety.
Unfortunately, like, I get anxiety just from playing Call of Duty, actually. Like, it's unfortunate, but it's like, I love doing it, but... when I'm in a gunfight, I'll go like my heart will go crazy, dude. And then it will like stay like that for like a couple more seconds. I'm just like, okay, calm down now. I'm not in the gunfight anymore.
Yeah, relax.
But yeah, stuff like that, all that stuff. Mental health is a very serious issue. And what's unfortunate though is
Mental health skyrocketed negatively this year.
Yeah, not in a good way.
Yeah.
But my family doesn't really like recognize mental health very, very well.
Yeah, neither does mine.
But but we do, and that's it.
But we do, yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, because luckily now that we're older, we have like if you're having a problem, like you can go to a doctor yourself,
do something about it.
Yeah. Whereas like if you were younger, it's just like, you're fine.
Pretty much, yeah. Just whatever.
Yeah. No one. Here's a juice. Go play some video games.
Basically.
Depression is not real.
Basically, it sums up what some parents, I guess, think.
Some parents, dude, it is. Isn't it sad that some parents actually think that?
Yeah, it is kind of sad. And you know what else is sad? Is that
when most of them are probably depressed themselves.
Yeah, dude. But the thing is, they just think, I feel like some parents just think that it's something that, just have to deal with it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Type of thing. Like, they
it's
didn't realize
it's just part of life.
And they see going to a doctor as a bad thing.
Yeah.
For it. Like, you're crazy or something.
Yeah, it's like you're crazy. Or like, you only go to a doctor like if,
Yeah, which my perspective on that was changed mostly when I got to college and I took a psychology class. And
right.
It helped me out, actually.
Yeah, because a lot of, like, from what I
took an abnormal
from what I've
class.
studied, not that I don't know or what I read in a fucking Washington Post thing, it was like with a lot of, with depression, it's a chemical imbalance.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, like, as kids, we don't know this kind of stuff. We're just like,
it's like, I feel sad.
Sad, like, no, it's sad. Be sad. That's it.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like, no, it's not a sad thing, and that could be an aspect of it with some of them, as you know.
Right.
But then a lot of the times it's just like apathy, lethargy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole waking up and just like, what? It's like, I'm still here.
Yeah, no, and it's unfortunate, but
it is very unfortunate. But hopefully, with this year, things will be looking up, buddy.
Yeah, we kind of like keep going on these depressing topics.
Yeah,
but
which we don't mean to. But yeah, what's another good?
What's something we need to end positive?
What's a positive resolution you have? Another one.
A positive resolution, I'd say. I want to
find a gamer girl.
No, remember, because the internet. I want to find people in real life, but I want to write more songs.
See, you write like every damn day.
I know. I've been busting out the songs.
Or you Paul McCartney?
Dude, I don't know. I've just been on fire.
I wanna hold your hand.
See, that's a positive thing that's happened in the darkness. There is light, because in this bad year, I've written so many great songs.
We started the podcast. Which I don't think we ever would have done.
Unless we had nothing else to do.
It's like, we're bored. We got that microphone over there.
Like, what do we do today? Like, we don't know what to do, so start a podcast like any other normal person would.
Any other normal, yeah. And then my buddy Daryl, who does the Now That You Hear podcast, shout out to them. Have you heard their podcast?
No, but I've seen him on the Insta.
I have. It's pretty funny. It's real good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out then sometime.
Yeah, we remember we dissed him on the.
We did. I don't remember dissing anybody.
Because we were talking shit about the charger length.
Oh, yeah, that was from his podcast.
Yeah, of course. I really hope he understands that was a joke.
It's just a joke. We're not ever serious about this podcast.
Yeah, which is another thing I kind of want to talk to you about. You know how we kind of started the podcast with the whole, like, reviewing movies and all that kind of shit? Would you say, I would definitely say we're going more towards a comedy podcast direction more.
Right, I think.
And, like, lifestyle.
I think lifestyle, because, and just things that are relevant, in our lives.
I would definitely say, like, comedy lifestyle, because, like, we're trying to make each other laugh and shit.
Yeah.
And just talking.
I think we've definitely had, like, a lot of, like, themes that we've been going through, because what with the holidays and everything, we've been very theme oriented.
Yeah. So what would you say?
I'd say looking into the future.
No. What would you say is our, like,
Oh, I thought you meant, like, the
theme.
direction we were going.
No.
Oh, our theme?
I would definitely say comedy/lifestyle.
Comedy lifestyle. I don't think there's anything else.
Live this lifestyle.
But
remember that song?
Lifestyle?
Yeah. Live loud, this only the beginning.
Yeah. I do remember that song. That was a jam, actually, back in the day.
That was.
But
no, I mean, here's.
I would be down to because, like, there's other things though that I'd want to review, like The Walking Dead. I still want to get into
we still
that.
have our Breaking Bad series to do.
Right, we haven't gotten episode or season 2 yet.
We haven't gotten to season 2.
So I bet I bet we can start that up next time.
For sure.
So season 2.
Yeah. Would you say this is a good point to jump?
Yeah, I'd say this is good.
Alrighty. Yeah. Well, this is a good segment. Or good segment.
Wait a second. Are we doing what you watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not want to do what you watching?
No, I do.
Oh no, or you had another one, huh?
No, that's the one I had.
Oh, I thought you had a Tinder Woes.
No, I don't. Not this time.
Remember. Okay, yeah. Oh, and then that's another thing.
Let's talk about that real quick. Yeah.
We hate Tinder.
We both.
We do not hate really women. Hate Tinder. That's what I was told last time. I was like, man, you sound like you're kind of women bashing. I was not. This is a comedy show.
Yeah,
we're kidding. I do bleep some stuff when I go a little overboard, but that was just a joke. I don't obviously.
We just really don't like the types of people we meet online, basically.
And maybe that's user error.
Maybe it's our fault, yeah.
But yeah, so for now with Tinder Woes, we're not gonna stress over it. It's gonna be like an as it happens.
If one pops up,
we'll do it.
But we're not going to be like hunting it out.
Yeah. And then I know last couple episodes, did we do what you watching? We didn't do what you watching for Christmas, huh? Because we were talking about like Christmas movies and all this stuff. So I feel like we kind of got into. Yeah. But yeah, with what you watching, we will keep doing it, but sometimes it will be bi-weekly.
Right.
So every other week. But we'll keep it coming.
You're never gonna know what we're gonna have coming for you, so
you won't know.
But that's the beauty. It's always a surprise.
But so we'll do what you watching. What you watching? What you watching? So Kyle, as I understand, you actually have a topic for not a topic, an item for what you watching.
Yes, I have a very good item.
What you watched?
what I watched.
What you watched?
So I actually have not had a lot to do this last week, and I ended up watching a movie.
Nice.
Yeah,
because your best buddy wasn't around.
Who's that?
Me.
Oh.
Stupid. Who's that?
Yeah, who's my best friend?
Oh, your boss, I guess.
So I watched a movie called, it's an older movie from the late 70s, 80s.
I probably saw it. Star Wars?
No, it's Escape from Alcatraz.
I have not seen Escape from Alcatraz.
Yeah, and do you know who's in it?
Sean Connery.
I don't think so, but the main guy's Clint Eastwood plays.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, and I love Clint Eastwood, bro. Clint Eastwood, like, I
think I like older Clint Eastwood than like
really
Dirty Harry Clint Eastwood. Have you ever seen Gran Turismo?
I haven't seen Gran Torino. I haven't seen Gran Torino.
That one is awesome. Have you seen scenes from that movie?
No,
I'll tell you about it right now. But go ahead with.
Okay, I saw The Mule, which is also a recent Clint Eastwood movie, which is a super good one, and that's what
Is he badass in that movie?
Yes, he is, dude.
Oh, okay,
I think so. So, and I want to watch Gran Torino because of it. But anyway, it has Clint Eastwood in it, and it also has, because like the main story of the guys who escaped from Alcatraz, like the only successful people to escape, right?
Ish.
So basically, it was 3 guys who ended up digging through the because the whole thing was no one escapes from Alcatraz, right?
Yeah, it's an island in like shark infested waters or some shit.
And San Francisco, or the cops in San Francisco, are really like proud of that stigma. Like you send all the really bad people who can't make it in prison.
Is it still operational?
No, it's been abandoned.
It's like a tourist site now.
It's like a tourist site. But they ended up collecting spoons and making makeshift tools to escape through a vent by digging out at the vent into the pipes.
And this is based on a true story.
This is the true story. Yeah, of Frank Morris and John Anglin. I forget. And then another guy. There were 2 twin brothers. Or not twin brothers, 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
And then this guy named Frank Morris. And Clint Eastwood's Frank Morris. He's the main guy.
Who else is in it?
No one else that I recognize.
Well, tell me the names. I know you don't know a lot of actors.
I don't know a lot of actors. Do you know Patrick McGoohan?
No.
Robert Blossom. Paul
Robert
Benjamin.
Blossom I've heard of.
But here's...
Who directed it?
Let me check.
I'm assuming you're on the Wikipedia page.
Don Siegel?
Okay, yeah, he's done some good stuff.
Yeah, okay. But there's another guy in it, too, that you'll definitely know. Do you know Larry Hankin? Or Hankin?
Sounds familiar.
What's he been in? He is the... what you know him from Breaking Bad, the old guy with the long hair at the...
Is he Joe?
Joe, is that his name, Joe?
The guy from the junkyard?
Junkyard, yeah.
Yeah, he's Joe.
He's Joe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he plays one of the inmates too, along with Clint Eastwood as Frank Morris, and they're both super young, dude. It's crazy to see. Like, I'm like, oh, that's
is it like pre Dirty Harry and all that stuff?
When was that? Do you know what year?
Let me see. Where yeah, this is probably bad for the listeners, but Dirty Harry. That was Clint Eastwood, right? And like, so Dirty Harry is like, no, Dirty Harry wasn't a Western. What were it was like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, okay. But
Dirty Harry is like another, 66. When was this movie?
79.
Okay, yeah. So it was after.
After probably, yeah. Then. But no, this movie super good. Highly recommend. It's very suspenseful. Like I like it because there's not a lot of talking. It's way more like there's talking, but it's like it gave me vibes from what's that silent movie that recently came out with that guy from The Office, that horror movie?
A Quiet Place?
A Quiet Place. It reminds me of that, but it's not like that silent. Like there's talking like every now and then, but for the most part, it's like just all action, or not action, but just like all suspense, I'd say, of them trying to escape. And the crazy thing is I didn't even know you could do this in prison. They made makeshift heads of themselves and put them on their bunks. So when the guard walked by,
Would they use a basketball?
You actually get like in Alcatraz. Cause funny, I watched a little short YouTube documentary on Alcatraz. That's where I got the idea to watch this movie, where apparently you could get like a lot of privileges. Like you could have art privileges, sculpting privileges, painting privileges.
Oh, so it's like a paper mache thing?
They made, like paper mache, and then they'd paint them to look like they actually had like heads that you could practice on, crazy enough.
Huh.
They had like whole art classes. You could get jobs. You could get like reading privileges. You could get a lot of good stuff in Alcatraz prison if you were a good prisoner.
And I'm sure if you were like connected to the mob or something.
But here's the thing. If you were a bad prisoner, like if you didn't follow the rules in any way, you would get thrown in a dark cell all by yourself, like where you can't see literally a thing.
This movie sounds very... Did you ever see The Shawshank Redemption?
No, I have not.
That is another really... It's based on a Stephen King novel, and it has... I forget the main guy's name, but it has Morgan Freeman in it, and he plays the second, and it's this guy who gets convicted of something he didn't do, and he gets sentenced to life in prison.
Really? I've heard of stories like that.
Yeah, it's the main quote from that movie is him going, "You get busy living or get busy dying."
Oh, wow.
And it's really good, and it's another like kind of prison escape-esque movie.
I'll have to check that one out because I don't know, Alcatraz and the whole prison thing's been interesting me lately for some reason.
Yeah, that if you like that movie, you'll definitely like this movie, and I think it's on Hulu.
Oh, for real? I actually had to pay for this movie, unfortunately, to see it.
Where'd you see it on?
I rented it off of Amazon Prime for $3.
Nice.
But I originally heard about it from this YouTube channel called Weird History, where I was watching like the hardest like prison escapes ever.
For sure.
And it was one, and then they referenced that movie.
That's cool. But no, with Gran Torino, there's a scene where like, so like he's like this older Vietnam vet, and there's all these Vietnamese families that are moving into his neighborhood.
Yeah. And
like, I forget the scene exactly, but they're beating up this kid, and he's at the front lawn, and he's like, "Get off my lawn!" And he has this like M1 Garand, and he's pointing it at a dude, and he's like, I used to stack shits like you he's in Korea, and he's like, "I used to stack shits like you up in Korea, use you for sandbags."
Bro.
Talking to like a Korean kid.
Oh, what?
Like trying to be a gangster.
That's crazy.
But he has that growth. He's like, "Get off of my lawn." And then like later these like,
Clint Eastwood, right?
Yeah, and then later these like black, I think they're black. It doesn't matter. But these guys are like ganging up on this girl, and they're about to beat her up. And he's like, when you fucked with someone and you shouldn't have, that's me. And he pulls out like a pistol in his jacket. Or no, he does like a finger gun at them, and he goes like bang, 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 and they're like, "Oh, you crazy old man!" And then he pulls out his like his 1911.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I
would say old Clint Eastwood is scarier than like young Clint Eastwood.
Old Clint Eastwood is so much like more like intense.
Like he's badass in Gran Torino.
I'd say my top 3 white male actors are Clint Eastwood, Keanu Reeves, and Bryan Cranston. Those are my favorite 3.
Did you see that there's a new Bryan Cranston movie on like Apple TV Plus or something?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, I saw that.
It's like he's like covering up. He's like a judge or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's like covering up a murder or something.
Yeah. Did you know that? Andrew Lincoln as Rick Grimes? He is in a new Christmas Carol as Scrooge.
What?
Yeah.
Is he British?
And it's a British movie. I don't know if it's gonna get to the U.S. or not, but I saw like pictures and stuff of him in it. He looks good. He's looking good. And also, by the way, the Walking Dead movies are starting to.
Oh, they're starting production?
Finally, yeah.
I wonder what they're gonna do with him.
I will have to wait and find out. But we should get on our Walking Dead series, talk about it.
We should.
But anyway, so did you have a different thing to talk about?
With what you watching? I saw the Mandalorian finale.
Oh, nice.
And it's been from the release time. It will be enough time. So guess who shows up in it?
Who's that?
Luke Skywalker.
And that hasn't happened. Sorry, I haven't watched The Mandalorian.
No, but Luke Skywalker shows up in The Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that must have been
like
crazy, huh?
Awesome. Yeah. He shows up you see him for a good like 5 minutes and you don't know it's him yet because you see him in a hood and a green lightsaber. Oh. And he shows up in a X-wing and he's just silent.
Really?
And you don't see him until he uncovers his hood. And like R2-D2 is right there.
Bro, that must have been exciting.
And I was like, what?
Bro, that must have been so cool to see.
It was awesome. And then like all this stuff, man. And then they announced like the Boba Fett series.
Oh, right, the Boba Fett series.
Seeing Boba Fett again, like you see him like, oh, he survived the Sarlacc pit.
Right.
That was really cool. And yeah, so basically at the end, do you remember in episode 6 when Jabba gets killed?
Yes.
So his second in command became like the head of the gang. Mm-hmm. And at the end, Boba kills him. So basically Boba Fett is now the head of the Hutt.
I see.
Gangster shit.
Right.
So he's basically like the godfather of the Star Wars universe now.
That's cool. That's really
cool. Yeah,
cool.
so then it's called like the Book of Boba or the Book of Fett, and that's coming out.
Have to check that out.
Next December, and so is season 3. I know you're not much of a Star Wars fan, but dude, you would love The Mandalorian. It is awesome.
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
You should. It is. And then by the time you finish watching it, unless you binge it, like something else will have come out.
Yeah, no. See, I have all the stuff I haven't watched.
What made you stop watching it? Because I was watching it last night. It's pre-recorded, obviously. I was watching it last night with Sal and Hannah over FaceTime, and I was like, man, I wish I could talk about this tomorrow with Kyle, but he's not that much of a Star Wars fan anymore. What made you stop watching it?
Stop watching
or stop being much of a Star Wars fan?
I don't know, just got older and found, not that it's Star Wars, I'm not saying Star Wars is
it's for
kids.
Babies.
No, for me, I got older and just got into different things, like, just anything, you just kind of.
Yeah, like I was telling Solomon, I was like, yeah, he's like into like Breaking Bad. And
some things stick and some things just didn't
See, like
stick.
me, I was like a passive Star Wars fan, but now I'm like
a bigger.
I'm not like a nerd about it. Like I don't even have I need to get a Star Wars Funko.
Yeah, and like, for me, I don't know, just I like science fiction, right?
Right.
But I don't know, Star Wars just like I had a hard time.
It's not really science fiction. It's more of a fantasy.
Fantasy, right?
Because none of it is based in science.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Fantasy never stuck with me.
It's like you don't like Lord of the Rings.
No, yeah, none of those. Like I never got into. Like I don't hate them. I'm not like
no.
I hate this.
And then I hate those people like, what? You like Star Wars? Fuck you. Like no, dude.
I will but the thing is, just because I don't like it doesn't mean I won't try it. So I will try it.
Like if you were hanging out with like me, your best buddy, or like a girl, and she was like, oh, you want to watch Star Wars? You wouldn't be opposed to it.
No, I wouldn't say like, no, I hate that. Get out of here.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
I hate that. Laser swords and
yeah, and I might. You're like actually inspiring me to try it.
It is great, dude.
So I might next week start it.
I would highly. Yeah, you have 2 seasons.
And we won't see each other for 2 weeks, so I have 2 weeks to do this.
You have 2 weeks. Did you see any of the new movies?
No. Or well, what
the sequels.
Classifies the sequels for
episode 7, episode 8,
7,
episode
9.
9. So you did see the new movies.
I've seen them all, but they haven't. They never. But what got me to realize was I was like, man, they didn't grip me because there's that big gap in between 6 and 7, right?
Yeah, and that's where this one takes place.
Yeah. Okay. And
this one takes place after episode 6.
I don't know, just that big gap. Like I aged a lot and just kind of, I thought they were never gonna make it, so I was like, yeah, I'll just move on to other things.
Yeah,
just never got back into it.
It was new Star Wars, but whatever. I would say they definitely rekindled my Star Wars.
How many years of a gap was that again?
Between 6 and 7?
Yeah,
it's like a 20-year difference.
Really?
Yeah, or like 30 years.
For me, I watched
basically
6
Han Solo's in it.
Okay.
What you mean?
I was just trying to figure out how many years apart.
In real life or in the Star Wars universe?
Oh, I was talking about in real life.
Oh, I thought you meant in the Star Wars universe.
20 years? What?
No. It's like a 15-year difference.
When did episode 6 come out?
2006. Wait, no, episode 6. No, episode 6 came out in like 1989.
Yeah, 1989. Well, I probably watched it when I was 9, and then episode 7. Or no, I watched it when I was 7 or 8.
It was 6. It was Jesus. It was 4, 5, and 6 in the 70s and 80s, and then it was 1, 2, and 3 in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah, and I didn't get into Star Wars till I was a little older. So
how old are you when you got into Star Wars?
Like 5, probably.
So you were a kid. So I was a little older.
Well, yeah, but I didn't watch episode 6 till I was like 8 or 9, right? And then I didn't watch episode 7 didn't come out till I was 15. So
right. Well, did he really come out 2015?
2015, yeah. That's 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, because I remember when the trailer came out and like it didn't show anything really. It showed like the new character Poe Dameron, and it showed like Kylo Ren from the back, but it didn't show from the back. It didn't really show like Han Solo in the initial trailer. Anyways, it showed like the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. So
Daisy Ridley, who plays Rey, is doing a new movie with Spider-Man, Tom Holland.
Really? I did not know that. Is that the 3 Spider-Man thing?
Have you seen rumors about that?
I saw a poster. That's about it.
But it wasn't real, was it?
I don't know if it's
real.
Dude,
so apparently, like, they are fucking getting everyone for this movie. They have, like, the original Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2.
Really?
They got, like, Tobey Maguire back. Allegedly. We don't know. Yeah, Doc Ock, Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man, played by Jamie Foxx.
Wow.
Oh, fucking who else? A bunch of other people. Like Kristen Dunst, or no. What's her name? Emma Stone from yeah, she's gonna play like allegedly the Gwen character and all this stuff.
Wow, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, I hope. And then like Doctor Strange is in it.
Wow, that's crazy.
And apparently it ties into the WandaVision TV show and the Doctor Strange movie. So that's what's leading a lot of people to believe that it is a like a interdimensional Spider-Man thing.
Well, that's gonna be wild.
I hope it's something like
that's
that.
Something, yeah,
because that would be that's not the next Spider-Man movie. That's not the next Marvel movie coming out. The next one is Black Widow, right? Yeah, Black Widow is supposed to come out in May of this year.
Oh, okay.
So it was delayed, and it was delayed a year.
It's delayed a whole year.
Yeah, wow. So it's coming out May 2021.
That's crazy because
which I remember when Endgame finished, and it was like, oh, Black Widow's in May. It's like, oh, that's not that far off. Fucking, who knows? We were gonna be in the prologue of the fucking apocalypse that we're in right now.
Yeah, for real. I know.
Is this a good place to end it?
I think
you're getting tired, huh? I could tell.
Yeah, a little bit. So I think we can.
Yeah, because I got a doctor's appointment in a couple hours.
Well, I just wanted to say real quick, Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Enjoy your New Year's. Get those resolutions.
To everyone, especially to you, Kyle. Here's to another year of us making stupid jokes and talking about movies that only nerds care about.
Yes, sir. Cheers, my guy.
Cheers. All right. See you later, guys. Happy New Year.
See ya.